Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 6. And today we're returning with two massive games as we come towards the close of the season as we face both Wolves and Spurs at Craven Cottage, aiming to stay way clear of the drop zone as we enter the final few games. Before we get to the games though, Jeff Fulham, how are you getting on off camera? And of course, in the last episode, you saw the big relegation 6-pointer triple header, our loss to Leeds, our victory over the Baggies, and our stalemate against West Ham. Just the 2 games off camera, and as you can see, we extended our unbeaten run to 4 with 2 very decent results. First, a 1-1 draw at home to Burnley. How we didn't win this game, I don't know. I think our XG was something like 4 or something ridiculous. Well, maybe not that high. But either way, Burnley scored a penalty in the first half after a VAR decision, and we had so many chances, so many shots, and I said it before, if it's not Bobby Reed doing it, it's probably going to be no one. And in the end, it was that man bailing us out with 7 minutes to go. Played a 1-2 at the post as he levelled it for us with a few minutes to go to give us a point. Should have had all 3, but we got them in the very next game away at the King Power against Leicester in one of our best wins of the season so far. Thought for sure we'd lose this game. In the end, picked up a massive victory. Zambo scoring the only goal of the game 7 minutes in after Vardy had a goal disallowed through VAR. Schmeichel should have saved it, but we don't mind. 1-0 the final score, and as you can see, 8 points picked up from a possible 12. What a nice little run for Fulham, and that means, as you can see, we have risen up the table to 14th place. 5 games to go, 8 points off the Blades, who have now become the closest team to avoiding relegation. They've risen from nowhere to have a genuine chance of staying up, but again, 8 points clear. We've got a game in hand on many teams around us right now as well. Destiny is firmly in our own hands, and realistically, we could possibly secure safety today with back-to-back wins. Very unlikely, but you never know. So just real briefly, Everton have won the Carabao Cup. That happened last week in the game, I believe. Yep, they beat Chelsea by 2-1 in the final. So there you go. Thought I'd show you that for real briefly. And in terms of the game as well, we've just gone above Wolves in the table. And by the way, look at this. Look at what happened here. Was this yesterday or was this... no, sorry, this was last week. Yeah, Sheffield United beat Arsenal away. And West Brom beat Aston Villa at home. The bottom 3 just refuse to give up, man. I'm telling you, they simply will not just lie down and accept relegation. Anyway, heading to the game, as you can see, 4-2-3-1. Stick with the same team that beat Leicester last week, and this will be our team. Kenny's still not back from injury, but isn't too far away. And this is our team with a 4-2-3-1. Areola's in goal. Back for is Robinson, Anderson, Adarabioyo, and Roberts with Reed and Zambo through the middle. By the way, Zambo's got big interest, so whether we go down or not, don't expect to be here next season. Dortmund have major interest, and Chelsea had minor interest, but that's now dropped off. But yeah, as much as I love Zambo, I can't see him staying for next season, unfortunately. The inside forwards, Lookman and Onoma with Loftus-Cheek supporting our top scorer Bobby Reed, and on the bench Rodak, Hector Bryan, Teti and Panzu Lamina, Ferguson Caballero, and Mitrovic as well. First of 2, it's Wolves at home. A win here would be huge. Come on, Fulham. Hands on hips, baby. Hands on hips. You know how it goes. We are the favourites, and we should be winning this comfortably. And I believe we should as well. Really nice run for us and a great chance to extend that gap on the bottom 3 right now. Yeah, it's crazy that the results around the league this season have just been so unpredictable. Like, I've seen some big teams get beaten by, again, the teams that are in the bottom 3 or the bottom 5 places. It's just been crazy, really, that we're the only team that haven't been able to pick up scalps this season, which is so frustrating. Now, of course, we were very close against Liverpool. Anyway, 4 minutes in, first chance falling here. Adamola Lookman to Bobby Reed. And Lookman somehow misses the rebound. How do you not hit the target from there? Mate, this is why I'm probably not going to make your loan deal permanent. You just haven't scored enough and come good when I've needed you to. But here he is, ears burning, takes it over the halfway line. And this is a fabulous run. Adamola, much better on target. Patricia with a save. Brilliant start though. Lookman really does blow hot and cold in this team. Sometimes he does quite well and does bag a goal and does bag an assist and does look threatening. As Onoma fires us in front, and right on cue there is an assist for Lookman as well. But there's other games where he's quite anonymous, but in this game he looks like he's in the mood. 7 minutes in, Fulham in front, no less than we deserve. And if we can avoid defeat in this game, it'll be our longest unbeaten run of the entire season. At 5, which is really embarrassing, but I'll certainly take it. Josh with the goal, 1-0 Fulham, and that's why Caballero is sat on the bench. Come on, Fulham. Brilliant start this. Absolutely brilliant start. Again, Wolves started the game below us in the table as Traore gets around Robinson and way fires it well wide of the post. Very impressive start this, and I think if we can win this one, 4 games to go, and depending on Sheffield United's result, we could be 11 points clear. That'll secure it, surely. And now I've said that and done the maths correctly, I'm pretty sure we're going to concede an equalising goal. João Moutinho, lovely ball out wide towards Traore, down this right flank with Robinson coming across, pegging it back to the experienced Portuguese midfielder as Willian Jose takes over and finds Neto. Jimenez, Jose, brilliant football, great triangle move, and Areola makes a very super stop. I would have taken a point pre-game, but based on the way we started, I'll be very disappointed if we don't get all 3 in this one. Started off at a frenetic pace, really putting Wolves under pressure, and as we enter half-time, it's been a very good first 45 minutes. Hands on hips, you know how it goes. Things are going well, but I know you're capable of even better. Second half to begin, get a second goal, and I'll be feeling very confident. 10 minutes on the clock, not much to report in the second half, but Wolves have been the better team, or so it seems. Neto towards Traore, nods it down, Anderson clears away. And as Reed beats Ruben Neves to the ball, a chance for a break. Look, man, such a better performance from him today. Oh, that would have been a cracking goal. Why can't he do that on a more consistent basis? That just is Adamo Lookman in a nutshell. He's got the talent, he's got the ability, but he just isn't consistent enough. If he was, I'd have absolutely no problem bringing him back next year permanently. But as it is, he's on 65 grand a week. Is it worth the gamble for a player that often goes missing? 2 minutes to go. We're almost there. Come on, ref. Come on. This will do it, surely. Yep, it's all over. It's there, and I think we've just done it. I think we are now surely safe in the Premier League. Hands on hips, baby. Good work out there, lads. You did what was needed of you today. I think we've done it. So I'm just looking at the table. That win gives us 38 points, and yeah, that does mean that, okay, mathematically it's not done yet, but it's basically done. Who is Sheffield United's next game against? Because if they win that, it's Everton at home, which is winnable. We'll process 3 out together. If they win that, then 4 games to go. It certainly won't be over yet. I think we just need 1 win in our final 4 games. When you look at the fixtures we've got, Spurs, Manchester United and Liverpool, I mean, it's pretty tricky. Away at Villa Park, that's the one right there. But if they're scrapping for safety, you just never know. So what we'll do is we'll process through the Sheffield United game. Toffees, please. You have had a meteoric rise up the table all season. I want to show you this in the past positions as well. Where they were to where they are now in this second half of the season is crazy. Please, boys, win this game at Bramwell Lane. 1-1. So the gap is 10. But it still means the Blades will need to win, due to the goal difference, probably every game. And we'll have to lose probably every game. So in terms of what's going on around the league today, as you can see, Leeds are at home to Newcastle. The Blades are away at the Etihad, so surely you would think Man City will win that one. West Brom at home to Brighton. West Ham and Aston Villa in a massive game there, and Wolves are at home to Chelsea. Those are the fixtures to look out for here. Who are Sheffield United's final 4 games, by the way? Man City away, Leeds away, West Brom at home, and West Ham at home. See, they could definitely win all 3 of those there. So Man City, please don't choke it there as you take on the Blades. So heading into the game, again, we can mathematically secure it over a win here in our first scalp of the season if we can pull it off. So 4-2-3-1, no change to our starting 11. Once again, it's Areola in goal, but for Robinson, Anderson, Adebayo, and Roberts with Reed and Zambo through the middle. Lookman and Onoma, the inside forwards with Loftus-Cheek supporting Bobby Reed. And up top, on the bench even, we've got Wickens, Hector, Brian, Teti and Panzu Lamina, Ferguson Caballero and Mitrovic as well. A win sees Premier League football remain at Craven Cottage. First highlight, a minute and a half in, and Alderweireld is denied and Zambo clears, and that probably should have been 1-0 Spurs straight away, who desperately need a win to get their European chances alive. Kane's header off the line by Robinson. It's all Spurs in the early going. Chelsea have just gone in front of Molineux, West Brom, Leeds and Man City all playing stalemates, but right on cue, Phil Foden, who broke our hearts a few weeks ago, puts Man City in front against the Blade. So as things stand, regardless of the result here, we will be safe with 3 games to go. But I'd still like to point. Notice how I was about to say I'd still like to win, and then I changed it to I'd still like to point, because I know that we're probably not going to record a scalp all season long. But you know what? First season in the Premier League, doesn't matter to me. All that matters is that we stay above the drop zone as things stand. We're going to do that as Man City gone 2-0 up courtesy of Sterling, and that should do it now. That should do it now. Sissoko. about 40 yards from goal, finds Gareth Bale. And now Lo Celso slips through Harry Kane, who's just blasted it into the near post. And with 11 minutes to go, Spurs take the lead. I tell you, we have conceded so many late goals against the big teams this season. It's ludicrous. Say games that are finished after 80 minutes. I think we'd have a scalp and about 4 draws against the big teams in the Premier League this year. Even so, this ain't rugby, it's football. Spurs in front, and we're going to lose. But it doesn't matter, we should be safe. Yep, Man City 3-0 up on Sheffield United. West Ham 4-1 up on Aston Villa. So whilst our unbeaten run comes to an end after 5, it does not matter too much because that will do it. That will confirm it. Fulham are staying in the Premier League. It's right there. Obviously, last season with our Norwich save, for those who didn't watch that, we were out of the relegation zone for 37. Oh, look at the bonuses we are paying for staying in the Premier League. Do you know what? It's worth it. You got to spend money to make money, and you make a lot more money back by keeping Premier League football Craven Cottage. But yeah, in our save last year in Norwich, we were above the drop zone for 37 games, and then in the final game of the season, we got relegated. I had a really bad feeling that was going to happen again. But after a great little stretch of 5 games without a defeat, yes, we lose it there to Spurs, but again, with 3 games to go, mathematically confirmed with 10 points clear of the Blaze, and you do the math, the most they can get is 9. We are safe. So we could finish as high as possibly 11th in the table, but realistically, even if we drop down to 16th place, which is very realistic based on our final 3 fixtures, I won't mind one bit. Avoiding the drop was all that mattered. We've done it, and we'll keep Premier League football at Craven Cottage next season. It's been a bloody tough season, I'll tell you. This stretch here was just absolutely horrific, honestly. Winter football is not our friend. But that was this episode of the Football Manager series, guys. Big thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed it, and if you haven't, please drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. I'll come out with the final game of the season against Aston Villa. Won't bother playing the Liverpool game or the Man United game. But yeah, Aston Villa away on the final day as we'll wrap up our first season in the Premier League with Fulham as we keep top flight football at Craven Cottage for season 2. Have a great day, guys. Much love. I'm buzzing, and I'll see you in the next episode, the season finale of our first year in the Football Manager series. Very soon.